Good morning, everyone. You join us for this match between Australia and India. I'm Mel Jones, and with me for this match is the fabulous Ali Mitchell.
Thanks, Mel. It's great to be here for this match. I'm sure we'll be treated to a spectacular contest. I've been down in the middle to take a look at the pitch and the weather conditions, and the surface looks very dusty. However, I don't think that'll play into the bowlers' hands much. There should be runs in this wicket. I'll be batting first. As far as the weather goes, a beautiful day for cricket. You'll certainly need your sunnies.
Great work, Ali. I think the captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle. A ball hasn't even been bowled yet, and this crowd is already making it hard for me to be heard. There'll be runs here. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Straight to the fielder. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. That was a nick, missed chance, and could be 4. Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. They'll get at least 1. That's the over. Australia are 3 for none.
End of the first, not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Good batting, should be a quick single. Good shot, a beauty. End of the over, 12 runs coming from it. Australia are 15 for none.
They're off to a great start. Batters timing the ball well, and the bowlers look a little bit rattled.
Oh, that's gone. Played onto their stumps. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading into this game, so I want to show everybody their strength. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Edged! Hit that hard and fast. Finds the fielder with that shot. Another really good over there. No loose deliveries on offer these last few overs.
Would have expected a bit more aggression that over. The run rate hasn't really gone up. Need to capitalise on their time at the crease now.
Pull shot off the back foot and it's been cracked away. That'll find the boundary.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Drills that one.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
After being hit for consecutive boundaries, I'm really interested to see how they can bounce back in the next ball. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Got onto that so early. The cut shots in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Shot. Should be runs. Going with spin now. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Couldn't get it through the field.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position. Nobody there to stop it.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Going with pace now. Great shot. Gets hold of that and places it through square leg. Massive edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward, putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Taken the edge. Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go. Huge edge. And 4 runs.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4. How will she reply?
Chance to run 2. Doesn't beat the infield. 8 runs added there. Australia are 59 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Might look to go big again here.
Nicked it. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Just glanced off the pads. No stopping that one.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. There'll be runs here.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found me going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. New batter comes to the crease. Not an easy time to bat after the fall of a wicket. The new batter will be looking to just get through this ball. Wouldn't bother too much about scoring. Drills that one.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Good batting. Should be a quick single. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. That was just a pour over. Gave away far too many runs. If this continues, there's only one way this is going.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Finds the edge. Taken the edge. Edged. On the drive and beats the fielder at point. That'll run away for 4.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. First ball of the over. Mooney is new to the crease. The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early as they bring a bit of energy to the wicket. Drill, but straight to the fielder. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Really well timed there.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge six. Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away.
But they're giving the bowler no way to get back into the contest. Consecutive sixes and now a four. Fabulous batting.
Good batting. Should be a quick single. Power and precision in that shot. Oh no, that's missed the stumps, and a glorious run-out chance goes begging. Straight to the fielder. Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
McGrath, taking guard, has been playing well in recent matches. They'll be eager to get bat on ball and bring their A game for this innings.
Well, they've faced one ball, scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that.
Always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Nicely played. Can't get that outside the ring field. $11 runs added there. Australia are 126 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way. Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Gardner just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Too good. That is huge.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Good return back from the deep.
Shot. Textbook pull shot, and that is racing to the boundary.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Shah coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Shot. Should be runs. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Great shot. At least one on offer. There'll be runs here. Picks the gap with ease.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the spacing power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Drills that one.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Drives it, wild shot. Bowled him. Beautiful bowling. Gets through the defences. Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play in the V early and expand as they get settled. Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
16 runs added there. Australia are 168 for 6.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward, putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Good shot, a beauty.
Well, that was a slower ball, but didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Times that shot to perfection.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Last over of the innings, and they'll be looking to hit everything.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Power and precision in that shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly, all timing on that shot.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Nicely played. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Finds the edge. And that's the end of the innings. India have been set a target of 204 runs. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a really difficult chase.
Perry coming in.
Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
That's the start you want. Awesome shot, and it's flown over the boundary. How will she reply?
They'll get at least 1.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Might look to go big again here.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Pressure will definitely be on the new batter as they take guard. McGrath, I'm sure, will be onto their bowlers to pick up another quick wicket. This is basically the worst time to be coming out to the middle. A hat-trick ball. And again, see you later. 2 wickets on the trot. Would be impossible to focus out there. The noise is deafening. "11 runs added there. India are 11 for 3.
1 gone and an excellent start to this power play.
Change in the bowling. Australia switching it up with some pace. Sutherland comes into the attack. There'll be runs here.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
Sutherland shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Misses everything.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Precision. Past the umpire and not likely to get cut off. 12 runs added there. India are 23 for 3.
With 2 overs completed in the power play and at 12 plus and over, they're just ahead of the required run rate. Superb start.
Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4. Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
Doesn't beat the infield. With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Finds the fielder with that shot. 6 runs added in that over. India are 29 for 4.
Well, they've come out with the right intent. Some great shot making and timing as well has put them in a good spot early on.
King, the spinner, coming into the attack. Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Misses. Chance. Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Oh, superb timing. An amazing effort to get to that one. What a great piece of fielding. At the end of the over, India are 41 for 4.
4 gone, and we've seen some excellent power and timing this power play, but they're going to need plenty more of it.
Quick onto that in the infield.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum. How will the bowler respond?
Tucked nicely away off the pads. They'll push hard between the wickets.
Good return there, back from the deep. Just lent on that. The timing was perfect, and the outfield did the rest.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. End of the over, 9 runs coming from it. India are 50 for 4.
Another great over for the batters. They've worked all parts of the ground wonderfully. The required run rate is in check as a result.
Stumping! Oh! Huge! That's flown!
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
A great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. A good innings will do the job just as well for them as for the team. Drills that one. Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Another poor over completed. The batters are starting to have a field day, and the momentum is all in one direction.
Ahead of the required rate now, they've done well. Final over of the power play coming up.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Good shot, a beauty.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake. My oh my, that has just flown off the middle.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. This is a brilliant show of power batting. Another six, and the bowling tactics seem to be all wrong at the moment.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Well, the captain's made every effort to try and curb this onslaught, but the batters have had answers for every question so far. Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. Shot. Could be two as the fielder comes around to cut it off. The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on as a new batter strides to the middle. The bowler will be looking for another quick wicket. Straight to the fielder. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive one.
The batters have left a clutch of fours and sixes in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
The new batter always likes to field bat on ball early as they bring a bit of energy to the wicket.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get four. Big appeal. Drills that one. Couldn't get it through the field. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. delivery. It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll want to get their eye in first and then push on. Out! 2 wickets, 2 balls. First, I'm focused just on trying to survive this ball, deny the hat-trick and then worry about getting runs. As they get ready to face their first ball, early on you want to get the batter coming forward and getting them to play away from the body before they get themselves settled. Hit that hard and fast. Drilled, but straight to the fielder. McGrath will be happy with that over. As a captain, that's the sort of reply you need from a bowler after being hit around a bit.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Collects that one simple as you like inside the ring. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Wow, that's missed the lot. Good shot, a beauty. At the end of the over, India are 123 for 9.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rates.
Gardner has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Super shot that. Too good. That is huge.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Needs a dot ball.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Good return back from the deep.
My oh my, that has just flown off the middle. That's the over. India are 144 for 9.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory. Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Doesn't beat the infield. Nicely fielded on the boundary. Not many opportunities out there to score. India survived after a very tidy over.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Drills that one. What a great gather, and 4 runs saved. Finds the fielder with that shot. Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go. Misses! Chance! There could be a couple if they hustle. End of the over, 3 runs coming from it. India are 148 for 9.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Quick onto that in the infield. Good, tight, economical bowling. McGrath has done well to stem the flow of runs.
It's been an excellent middle section of the innings. Required rate hasn't really blown out beyond 10 much these last few overs. They're in a good position.
Huge! That's flown!
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Stumping! Oh! Shot. Could be 2 as the fielder comes around to cut it off. That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you've enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.